This one definitely looks different. I'm gonna take a chance on this. Let's pull this one out and see what it's gonna be. Okay, let's see if there's gonna be anything else in the roll though. It kind of exploded on me there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let's flip this over and see what the date is, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to Coin Quest. Coin Quest, of course, the series where I take $100 boxes of nickels like this right here, go through the rolls looking for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in these collection books. Now, it's been almost exactly a year since I made the last episode of Coin Quest Nickels. I've been having difficulty getting coins in that time period. I've actually been saving this particular box for over a year because it was the last one that I had and I wanted to save it for a special occasion in case I wasn't able to get another. But as far as this coin shortage goes, it looks like things are finally looking up. I contacted my bank and they said that they were gonna allow me to finally get boxes of pennies and nickels once again. So I figured, what the heck, I've been holding on to this box for over a year. Let's go ahead and crack into it and see what we can find. So here is our box of nickels. We'll go ahead and crack it on open here. And I left a note for myself on these particular rolls. There's two that looked a little bit interesting from the enders. If you take a look here, both of these are actually reverse Denver enders, so that puts them at least as old as 1964. So we'll definitely be opening those two first, but I have a lot more hope for what's on the inside of some of these rolls. Hopefully we can get a coin that's gonna go into any one of these three collection books right here. Now, it's been quite a while since we made a video like this, so I figured it'd probably be a good idea to show you guys what the progress is on these collections so far. So we'll start with the Jefferson Nickels from 1938 to 2005. You can see right here we have this page almost completely filled out, mostly just missing war nickels and a couple of key date coins. And then if we flip over to the next page, we just have two key dates right there. Of course, with the 1950 Denver being the key date of the series, the most difficult one to find. Everything else in this book is completely filled out, so we don't have anything to worry about there, except for the possibility of finding 2020s and 2021s. That's how long it's been since we did a video on this. Then taking a look at our Buffalo nickel collection, we have very few of these actually filled out, although we do have the first year Buffalo nickel, 1913 right there. We had to use Nick-a-date to get the date off of that one. We got a couple more right here, 1920, 1923, and then a 1937, but for the most part, this still needs filling out almost all the way. And then finally, we have our Canadian nickel collection from 65 to 2012. As you're gonna see here, this middle section is almost completely filled. This one's very difficult to find. You can see they only made 10 million of those. And then on the outsides here, this page and this page, we're definitely having difficulties with. So hopefully we can find some of those in here today as well. To help guide us through today's nickel rolls, I will be using the Quin Coins nickel roll hunting placemat. As you can see right here, we have some nice visuals of all the different types of nickels that we could find in our rolls today. And then flipping over to the backside here, we have some information like some key date, low mintage, and low mintage Buffalo nickel lists. Those are gonna help us determine if we have a rare coin when we find something that we're not sure about. We also have a score sheet which I use to rate every single box that I look through and tally up the points at the end to see how it compares to other boxes. So all of that is great, but perhaps the best utility of this placemat is the ability to lift up our undesirable coins and dump them into our dump box as we go through these rolls. If you're interested in picking up one of these nickel roll hunting placemats to aid you in your own hunting, you can head on over to quinscoins.com. I also have penny placemats and silver stacking placemats there as well. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some nickel rolls. All right guys, so I figured we should start off with those two reverse D enders and see if we can get something old here. Honestly, they're not looking super old. I'm thinking these are probably both going to be 1964 Denver. And like I said, I don't think we even need any of the Denver mints still in the collection anyway. So, but you know, we'll go ahead and take a look. I'm actually seeing on this one though, before we even look at that ender, I see some nice discoloration on a couple coins here, which could indicate war nickel, which would be really cool because we do need quite a few of those. So starting off with this one right here, yeah, that definitely has some nice discoloration. Unfortunately, that one's just going to be a 1990 though, so not going to be something that we're interested in. But let's take a look at this one right here. This one also has that nice dark gray look to it. See if we're going to get anything on that one. Nah, it's just going to be a modern one as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this ender then. So we see we have the Denver mint mark right there. Like I said, that puts this at least 1964 or older. Let's go ahead and flip it over and see what we got. And as expected, it's just going to be a 1964. So we'll go ahead and dump out the rest of this roll and see if we can find anything inside of the roll. So as you can see, not a whole lot of old looking coins here, although some of these newer ones could also be something that we would want to be on the lookout for. For example, a 2009. Those really don't come up in the nickels very often. As a matter of fact, I find less than one per box of nickels, so it would be really nice to be able to pull one of those out. But not seeing any so far, just some 2011s, 2016. We'll keep going here though. There's a 2006, 2019, that one almost fooled me. got that 9 on the end, which I'm always looking out for. It's weird because I haven't done nickels in quite a while, and I think the last time I was doing nickels, the 2019s were just coming out, and I was like, oh man, this makes looking for 2009s a lot harder. But anyways, here is the second roll right here. This was that other reverse D-ender. We'll flip this one over to see what we have for a date. And that one's going to be a 64 as well. A pretty beat up 64 also. Look at that nick underneath Jefferson's eye there. That one must have hurt. All right, so let's go ahead and dump these ones out and see if we're going to get anything interesting in this roll. I didn't see any discoloration on any of the coins like I did on the last roll here. So just going to go ahead and dump them out and take a look. All right, so I'm actually really excited to be getting back into a full nickel hunt once again, because a lot of the hunting that I've been doing so far, or over the last year or so, has been coin shortage hunting, which is basically 10 rolls of each coin. And if you haven't seen that series yet, I will put a link to it up here so you can check that out. Definitely some good stuff there, but I have missed actually looking at just kind of focusing in on one single coin and seeing if we can fill some stuff into the collection, which I'm excited to be able to do here today. So it looks like in those 2 rolls we didn't get anything out of them, unfortunately, so I'll just go ahead and dump these over here. And we will move on to roll number 3 and see if we can get something good. Alrighty guys, so I just opened up roll number 3, and right off the bat, I am seeing a Canadian right there. Take a look at that. That is going to be a 1986 beaver tail. And that definitely falls in the range of 65 to 2012. So we'll take a look here. I'll open up the collection book and see if that's going to be one that we need. So that actually falls on that page that noted earlier. We have pretty much everything on this page. 1986, that's definitely filled in already. So that is not going to go into the collection today, but I'll still pull it out because I like to pull out anything different, anything interesting, like a Canadian coin. I'd say I get about five or six Canadians in every roll down here, so we definitely have some good chances of putting some Canadian coins in the collection today. But yeah, so other than that, I don't really see anything else on this roll. I'll flip for 2009s and let you know if I find any. Alright guys, check this out. We are on the very next roll now, and we just got our first older Jefferson Nickel right here. 1947 we have showing, and I believe if we get the 47 San Francisco, that's actually going to be either a low mintage or key date coin. And that would definitely be a nice one to pull out early here, just on roll number 4. So we'll go ahead and flip this over and see if we get it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very close. It looks like it's just going to be the Denver. I'll have to flip the placemat over to check on the mintage on that one, see if it falls into that low mintage category or not. But hey, a Denver mint is definitely better than no mint mark at all. If you get the Philadelphia, that typically means that it's less rare. In most cases, not all cases, but in most. So we'll keep going here to see if there's anything else in the roll, and if not, then we will go ahead and flip it over to the other side and see if we got ourselves a low mintage coin. All right, guys, I'm going to dump these coins and then we'll flip the placemat over. So grab them here into the dump box and do a quick flip. Let's take a look. So we got our low mintage Jefferson Nickels. There's that 47S. That was the one that was in the list that I was talking about. And then key date, I don't see 47 up here. So 47 Denver does not fall into one of those categories. It's not going in the collection either, but it's definitely a nice find early in the box. We'll go ahead and get on to the next roll and see if we can get some more. All right, guys, I just opened up this roll and I'm gonna take a chance on this. This one definitely looks different. It looks older, and it looks a little bit thinner, I'd say, actually, than some of the coins around it. Maybe that's just an optical illusion, but I definitely want to take a chance on this in case it ends up being something awesome. Let's pull this one out and see what it's going to be. Ah, dang it. Okay. Man, just really corroded. Jefferson, I can't even hardly make the date off of it. It looks like it's a 2003, but wow, that thing is corroded. Okay, let's see if there's going to be anything else in the roll, though. Just kind of exploded on me there. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Guys. Look at that. That is unbelievable. That's what I was hoping we could pull out. But it came out in a different place in the roll. And we're like 12 or 13 rolls in. Oh my gosh, guys. That is in beautiful shape too. Look at it. Hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here. Look at this. Okay, let's pull that out because that is absolutely unbelievable. Oh my gosh, it's in beautiful shape too. Look at that. That thing looks like it just came out of the mint. That might actually be the best looking buffalo nickel that I have ever found in a roll. Now we don't have a mint mark. If we did, it would be down there in between the E and C on 5 cents. We'll go ahead and flip this over. This is most definitely going into the book. It has a very good chance of it because we have a lot of holes to fill there. Let's flip this over and see what the date is, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. 1936. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Buffalo Nickel book here. 1913 to 1938. That's going to be right on the tail end of the Buffalo Nickels. I'll just go ahead and open it up. It's definitely going to be on page number 3. And as you can see here, we do have 1937, but we don't have 1936. Definitely one of the more common Buffalo Nickels. You can see at 119 million minted there. But I guess that would explain why it's in such beautiful shape. That is going right there. It has been a long time since we were able to fill one of the holes in the Buffalo Nickel collection. Definitely don't usually see them come out looking this nice. You can see how this one looked. And then compare it to how this is looking, guys. I am shaking. That is just an unbelievable find right there. Beautiful, beautiful Buffalo Nickel, 1936, going right there. Unbelievable, guys. We'll go ahead and get into the rest of these and see what else is in this box. All right, guys, we're a couple rolls later now, and I see what definitely looks to be a Canadian. I think there may actually be an older coin over here as well. That definitely looks like it's going to be older. But let's take a look at this Canadian first of all. Looks like it's going to be a 2000. I'll have to check and see if we have that one already. Here, let me just grab the Canadian book for you so we can take a look at that. So 2000. Yeah, it looks like we already have that one, unfortunately. That's the very first coin on page 3. Actually, you know what? There's a couple of different types of 2000s. It looks like one is way more rare than the other. 2000P. Now, I'm not sure where I would be looking for the P. I will, you know, when I'm going back through and editing this, I will put up on the screen where you should be looking. But just taking a glance at this coin at this time, I am not seeing a P on the reverse. And let's check the obverse here. I'm not seeing a P on that either, so looks like that's just going to be the more common one that we already have, as far as I know anyway. But let's take a look at this. This definitely looks older right here. Let's see if it has a mint mark on it. Nope, it doesn't look like it's going to have a mint mark, but it just has that look to it. This has to be older, guys. Let's flip this over and see. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, yes, it is 1942, but this is not a war nickel. Unbelievably, this is one of the only war years, 1942. And 1942 was a transition year, so they made some war nickels that had the 35% silver composition and then some that didn't. This happens to be one of the ones that does not have that silver composition, and you can tell because it doesn't have that big letter up there above the Monticello, either a P, D, or an S. So unfortunately, we already have this one in the collection, but it's definitely a cool find nonetheless. And let me see, actually, this might actually be a low mintage year. Nope, so it's not the, you'd see a 42P there, but the 42 Denver is on that list, but the 42P it doesn't look like is going to be on that list. So that's still a really, really awesome find. I love the look on that. You can just tell with some of these older coins that, just looking at the reverse even, that they're going to be older. But yeah, just skimming through the rest of these coins here, I don't really see anything of note. I'll definitely go back and check for 2009s though. And with that being said, we'll get on to the next one. Man, this is an awesome box so far. I'm definitely looking forward to what else is in these rolls. All right, guys, here we go, the very next roll, and we have a nice looking coin coming out right here. Let's take a look at that. It's going to be a 1959, just barely on the edge of what we like to keep here. 1959 Denver, that is. And I actually forgot to mention a few rolls back I was able to get a 1958. Now, if we flip this over and see no mint mark, that's actually going to be a low mintage coin. So I am excited to see if we have that here. 3, 2, and 1. Unfortunately, just going to be the Denver mint there, so pretty common on that 58 Denver. But let's see if there's anything else in this roll. We just opened this one up. 59 was one of the first coins that came out of it. So definitely lots more coins here to take a look at. There's a 64. That coin right there definitely looks off center. Take a look at this. Yeah, it's got sort of like a double rim going on up there at the about 12 o'clock position. That's kind of interesting. I think I'll pull that one to the side. I don't think that adds any value unless you have significant sort of like doubling of the rim there. But I think that's going to be about it for this roll, guys. I'll go ahead and get on to the next one. All right, this one right here is definitely giving me an older vibe. Take a look at that one. Let's flip this over and see if we have a 38. That'd be awesome. 3, 2, 1. Ah, it's a 47. All right, so we got the 47 Denver and the 47 Philadelphia. All that's missing is that 47 San Francisco, which would be one heck of a find for sure. But definitely not as good as that Buffalo nickel that we pulled out earlier. I still cannot get over that, guys. This is just unbelievable. Look at how beautiful this thing is. Oh man, let me zoom in for you so you can get a better look at it. As you can see, still shaking from the find. Definitely don't need Nick-A-Date to find the date on that one. It just has a tiny bit of wear. It's almost like this has been in circulation for 5 years or so. Maybe it was stored away for a while and somebody just threw it back into circulation for the heck of it. Who knows? Just a beautiful, beautiful coin right there. Definitely going to be a great addition to the collection. All right, guys, we're about 20 rolls in. We got 30 more rolls to go. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, we're a few rolls later now, and look at what I just found. Take a look at that. We have another 1947. That is awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Let's see if we can get the San Francisco on this, because we already have the Philadelphia and the Denver. Let's see if we can get the rare one. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's just going to be a Philadelphia. So that's our second Philadelphia on the box so far, at least for 1947. I have had a couple of other finds here that just kind of came out. They weren't anything super interesting. Another 1941 Philadelphia. That's pretty common. Here we have a 58, and I think this one's going to be another Denver. Yeah, because I saw the D side come out there and then flipped it over and saw it was a 58. I don't see anything else particularly interesting here in this roll. I'll check it for 2009s and then get on to the next one. All right, just opened up this roll and saw this pop out right away. We got a Canadian over here. Let's take a look at that one, see what we got. 1987, all right. So I think we probably already have this one in the collection, but just to be safe, we'll go ahead and take a look here. So yeah, that's on the page that pretty much everything's on. 1987 right there, and nothing around it. So that is just going to be another duplicate. All right, guys, so I just opened up this roll right here, and there's some very interesting things going on here. First of all, take a look at this one. It has a big chunk taken out of the edge of it. It looks like it's going to be newer, though. What if this was a 2009? Can you imagine? Yeah, that's definitely been in a parking lot. But luckily, that wasn't the most interesting thing that I saw. I think this right here takes the cake. Now, what is this going to be? Oh my gosh, look at that. It actually is, guys. Look at that. We just got a war nickel. You know that for sure by that Philadelphia, that big P right there on top of the Monticello. And that's exactly what I was hoping we would find. Now, like I said, we need a lot of war nickels in the collection, and I'll have to check this one. So we'll go ahead and flip this over and see what we're going to get for the year on it. Let me just pull it out of the roll here real quick. I don't want to touch it with my bare fingers, though, because I don't want to get my fingerprints or whatever all over the coin. So there it is in all of its glory, the big P on top of the Monticello. Let's flip this over and see what we got, guys. 3, 2, and 1. 1944. I think that's actually pretty good. Hopefully we need that in the collection. It'd be the first time in a while that we'd be putting a Jefferson Nickel into the collection. So let me just put that to the side for now. Let's make sure there's nothing else crazy going on with this roll. And actually, it looks like there's going to be a Canadian, at least right here. 1989 is the date on that one. I know for a fact, though, I'm looking at it right now, we don't need that one in the collection. So that's going to be an extra. I'll put that one to the side. Let's take a look over here at our low mintage. We'll get back to the rest of these coins in a minute. But let's see what we have here for the low mintage Jefferson's 44P. We're looking for a 44P. I don't see it there. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a key date either. But what really matters here is what our collection says. So let's open this baby up and see if this is going to be one of the ones that we actually need. All right, so here is the collection. Oh my gosh, we need the 44 Denver and San Francisco, but we do not need the 44 Philadelphia, unfortunately. But hey, you know what? That's at least an extra buck in silver right there. I will definitely take it. I will take any silver war nickel any day of the week. So that is awesome. Definitely a good find. This is proving to be a very good box so far. Even though the enders didn't really show much for us, we've already got a buffalo nickel and a war nickel out of it. So let's see what's in the rest of the roll right there. It's just kind of spilling all over the place. And look at that. Unbelievable, guys. In those last few coins there, we got another 1947. So we have another chance for 47 San Francisco. Let's go ahead and flip it over and see if we have it. Nope, that's just our third 1947p nickel right there. Unreal for this box so far, guys. I will let you know if there's anything else in here. I'm not seeing anything right off the bat, though. So I'll take a look at these and get back to you if I find anything good. All right, guys, I don't know how I missed this. You probably saw it on the camera and you were screaming, Quinn, what are you doing? It's right there. But look at this. We have a 1952 that came out of that same roll. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one to see if we're going to get a low mintage coin. If you actually look over here, the 52S is a low mintage. So let's see if we can get it here, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, unfortunately it's not, but there's some weirdness going on with this one for sure. Take a look at that. Almost looks like the metal and the alloy didn't mix properly, and it resulted in this weird look that we have with these streaks going on this reverse. But that is still a cool find, even though it's not the San Francisco. It's definitely a nice looking coin and a nice addition to the collection. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next one now and see what else we can find. All right, guys, look at that. Just flipped this one out right here. And look at that. Very nice. 2009 Denver. That is a nice addition, especially because the last 5 or 10 rolls really haven't had much in them. But that is a very nice sight to see. We're getting some really nice variety on this box. We've got a Buffalo War Nickel 2009. And in one of the previous rolls, I was able to find another 58 Denver. This one's in a little better shape than the last couple ones we found. But yeah, this box is awesome. I'm having a great time with it. It looks like we got about 15 more rolls to go here. And I'm definitely excited to see what else this box has for us. We've already got one coin into the collection. Quite a few nice coins out as well. I think this roll is about done though, so we'll go ahead and get on to the next one, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. All right, so we just opened up the very next roll, and I'm seeing something that definitely looks older here. It also has a Denver mint mark. Let's take a look at this one. Man, I think that could be pre-50s even. That could be in the 40s. Let's go ahead and zoom in here and flip it over to see what we're gonna get for a date. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. 1960, are you kidding me? All right, let's keep going. Oh, guys, look at that. Oh, man. What a roll already, guys. Take a look at this. So over here on this side, we have a 1948. This is a date we haven't seen out of this video yet. So let's take a look at this. 48, and what is the mint mark? Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. What is the mint mark gonna be? It looks like it's gonna be plain, so Philadelphia, 1948 Philly. And then once again, we have another chance for a 47 San Francisco. How many 47s are we gonna get out of this box? It's just unbelievable. Let's flip it over and see if we got it this time. No, we don't, but man, does that look like a lamination error right there? There's a big crack going through this coin, guys. I think we just got a lamination error. That does not look like post-mint damage to me. That is definitely nice. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. I think we definitely have a lamination error. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me. You can see that line going kind of from like right over here all the way down to the A in America. That is beautiful. You typically do see these quite commonly in the war nickels, but I don't know about the 1948 though. That's gotta be worth something right there. That's awesome, guys. Very nice. All right, we'll put that one to the side, keep it in a separate pile. I'm gonna keep that one separate from the rest of the 1947s because that is definitely a nice find. And we'll be probably putting that one in a 2x2 here. Alright guys, I will let you know if I find anything else in this roll. Looks like we got about 7 more rolls to go. Oh my gosh, guys. I thought that we had an old one here, and then I took another look at it and I thought it was a 1970. This is a 1940. Look at that. Very next roll, just opened it up. I don't see a mint mark on it. Very, very damaged. Looks like this has had some sort of environmental damage actually. But 1940, very old. I think it's the oldest one we got out of here so far, so I will definitely be holding on to that one. Okay, this is interesting. This coin was stuck to another coin. I just flipped it over and it ended up being an older one. Look at that. What is it being stuck to it with? Ah, that's gross. Unfortunately, this is the type of stuff you run into sometimes when you're coin roll hunting. And it had to be on the coin that we want too. That's why we wear gloves, folks. Take a look at that. So there is the obverse and then the reverse. This one's a Philly, so no mint mark. Pretty common, but we'll definitely take it. I'll try to see what I can do about getting that stuff scraped off of there. And I don't think there's too much more to look at in this roll. At least I didn't see anything. I'll just take a brief glance here, a little sneak peek. And I'll check for 2009s and we'll get on to the next one. All right, guys, we are down to our last roll in the box. The last 5 or so rolls didn't really produce, well, anything actually. So maybe this last roll will give us some luck. But to be honest with you, I don't even think we need any more luck. I am very satisfied with this box as we are already, because we've got a lot of great stuff. But guys, look at that. I think it's the 4th one from the left. Definitely looks much shinier than the others. Maybe we have a proof here. That'd be a pretty cool way to end the box. Let's take a look. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, oh, whoa. That's kind of crazy. Look at that. So this isn't actually the one we were looking at, but it is a 2009. Once again, a 2009 Denver right there. That is an awesome find coming out of the end. I think this is the one that we were actually looking at. Yeah, it's just very shiny, not a proof. Just a, you know, fairly new coin and a shiny one at that. So let's go ahead and dump out the rest of the roll. 2009 on the very last roll. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, so definitely a good start to the roll already. And let's take a look at the rest of it and see if we can get anything else here. So guys, I am very happy with this return to the Coin Quest Nickels series. We definitely came in here with a bang. With that Buffalo nickel coming out for us, and you know, it's actually, I feel like it's been a while since we put a new coin into the collection. That's why I was kind of like, with the series, I was starting to feel like we weren't going to be able to get another coin in, but that just kind of renewed my hope in this series. We definitely have a lot of chances, because as you saw, the Buffalo nickel collection has quite a few holes in it, and if we can keep finding Buffaloes, then I think we can fill a lot of those holes. And we also have some chances for Canadians as well. But guys, that is going to be it for that last roll. I'm going to go ahead and dump these, and we will do a wrap up here in just a sec. Alright guys, welcome to the wrap up for Coin Quest Nickels number 15. So let's go ahead and tally them up. Starting up here with the Jefferson Nickels from the 50s. Those are going to be worth 2 points apiece. We got 52, 57, 58, a whole bunch of them actually, and a 59. So that's going to be 6 right there. So that's 12 points. Then we got a whole bunch of Jefferson Nickels from the 40s. Starting out with that 1940, we got a bunch of 41s, a 42, which is actually not a war nickel, a 47. Well, that's a 47 Denver. Then we got a whole bunch more 47s, a 48, and then this 1947 right here, which I believe has a really nice lamination error going across the side of it there. So that's going to be actually 10 right there, so 40 more points. Of course, the best find, in my opinion, out of this box was the 1936 Buffalo nickel. Just an absolutely amazing coin. Take a look at that. That is going to be worth 15 points for us. Buffalo nickel right there is worth 15 points. We were also able to get a war nickel, which is going to be worth 10 points right there, 1944 Philadelphia. And then you can't forget the 2 2009s. I can't remember the last time this happened. It's very difficult to get one, let alone 2 2009s out of the same box. Those are going to be worth 5 points apiece, so that's 10 more points. So obviously some great stuff out of this particular nickel box, and the total points is going to be 87 points. That is an absolutely amazing nickel box, guys. It definitely compares very well to the ones that I've had in the past. And of course, the last thing that we need to do is take that Buffalo nickel and put it into its place in the collection, which is going to be right here. So we'll see if we can push that in. Sometimes these are a little bit tricky. Just got to get it lined up here and Give it a push, and that went in actually a lot better than I thought it would.
Just a quick reminder, if you're interested in picking up one of these coin roll hunting placemats to aid you in your own nickel roll hunting or to do competition hunts, that's another use for the score sheet on the back. You can pick them up at quinscoins.com along with penny and silver stacking placemats, and I'll put the link down in the description below. But anyways guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new because I post new videos like this every single week, always bringing you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.